Hey viewers, welcome to VL Astrology. Once again, I'm Vanita Lenka. I'm a Vedic astrologer. And today I'm going to be discussing the first lunar eclipse, which is happening in Libra sign in the nakshatra ruled by Jupiter, Vishakha. And this is happening on the 5th night and early morning of 6th. That is May month and in the year 2023. And it is going to be visible only where it is nighttime, because solar eclipse happens in the day and lunar eclipse happens in the night. So this is something very simple, but yes, it is very important to know also why this happens this way. You see, there is always a day and a night. There's always two sides to the coin, and Vishakha represents the same. So when this eclipse is happening in Libra sign and in Vishakha Nakshatra, so we definitely are going to be getting that chance to open up and look at the different perspective. There are always two perspectives to a thing, to a particular problem or a particular good thing that is happening in your life. How you look at it. There are people who will, maybe feel that, oh, this is not going to be, it's such a small thing, it's not a big problem. It's not an issue. I can deal with it. But the similar kind of a problem, the other person might take it differently. Oh my God, I can't handle this, right? The one who is doing a very heavy job, laborious job, that might be very easy and simple for him, but for a white-collar job person, that might be a very difficult job, isn't it? So it is definitely going to be impacting us somewhere or the other. The solar eclipse impacts us, our personality, as to how we mold ourselves now. And lunar eclipse, that helps us modify our emotions, heal ourselves from the past wounds, and also our relationships. We mend our ways mentally and emotionally, and then we move further on. So eclipses are just reminder calls that we are getting a chance to rebuild ourselves. We do feel the impact plus minus month or so of the eclipses. So you must be feeling that, some things which are on hold, there are options that you're getting, you're confused. All that is because of the lunar eclipse or the solar eclipse, which, you have already gone through with the government authorities. You must be having problems, PR, visa, etc. All these issues, they come up. And to top it all, we do have a Mercury retrograde happening in the Aries sign, right opposite this Libra sign. Libra sign ruler is also in trine to the Ketu and Saturn. So again, it is sort of a crossroads you're on in relationship, in financials. So you have to deal with it now. It's actually an opportunity to modify everything and move further on. Modify your relationship, modify the things that are actually giving you troubles right now. And in case you're feeling that you're not getting any kind of results of Jupiter's ingress in Aries, and it's because, it is struggling a lot right now. Jupiter is struggling a lot. And to top it all, there is an eclipse also in its nakshatra, Vishakha. But you must understand that the savior is always bigger than the one who's going to be destroying. So we do have this divine grace with Jupiter's presence in the first sign of the natural zodiac. So very good time to initiate and start something new, something big, huge, which is coming your way for sure. Everybody feels the changes in life, for sure. We do have Budha Purnima. As you know, the moon has to be full when it is lunar eclipse. And it is Budha Purnima, that is the birth anniversary of Gautam Buddha, that starts on the 4th of May, 2344, when I just started the video when Purnima just started. And it is going to be till the 5th of May at 23 in the 100 hours in the night. This Purnima is going to end. And the eclipse time, of course, is going to be on the 5th of May at 8:45 p.m. India time. So please change your time zone as per your time zones, the clock, and see which one is your zone and just shift your clock. So I take New Delhi, India time as my base. So it is going to be till the 6th of May at 1 a.m. in the night. So it is going to be approximately for 4 hours, and it is going to be impacting us all emotionally, mentally. It can be challenging, but at the same time it will, because moon has gone forward, has crossed the degrees of Ketu and is at 20 degrees, and it's about to actually it's crossed Vishakha's 20 degrees. It's just entered, I mean. So from Swati Nakshatra, where Ketu is already, it has left those and is moving into the Vishakha, just entered Vishakha when this eclipse is happening. Because Sun's degree and Moon's degree have to be matching and at certain angle or degrees from Rahu Ketu when the eclipses take place. So it's at times, you have seen like last year, it happened in Taurus, Scorpio, even when Rahu Ketu were in Libra and Aries sign. And it was, I think last year, the lunar eclipse also happened in the Vishakha Nakshatra itself. It was in Vishakha only. So I have to go back and check the records. But yes, I think it was in Vishakha itself. So you can just go back and see how things were last year when this happened. And this eclipse is going to be visible in the, Asia, Africa, Australia, Europe, Indian Ocean, Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, India, Pakistan, Nepal, Mauritius, Singapore. So all of these places, it will be visible. And whenever eclipses happen, you must remember that they are the reminder calls to look back and see how we can modify ourselves and complete the tasks which were not finished and the unfinished. So change your perspective. It is in Vishakha Nakshatra. Ketu is there with Moon and in Trine to Saturn. So definitely we are going to be learning our lessons. So this is a very important time. Whenever eclipses are there, I feel that, yes, I am going to be getting an opportunity now to change myself and to learn from my past life, past experiences. Okay, so let me start with in the first segment, I will be sharing with you what happens when the Libra sign Ketu is transiting over your natal planets. I've done the video on the solar eclipse and the natal planets connection also when Rahu is transiting. So now in this video, as I promised, I will be taking you through to the natal planets connection in Libra sign. If you have any planet in Libra sign, what happens? All right. If you have conjunctions, and you can just club it yourself. I will be telling you if there is no planet also in Libra, I will be telling you that also if Ketu is transiting there. And I will be taking you through to the 12 signs predictions also about lunar eclipse, how it is going to be impacting you all, because solar eclipse is different and lunar eclipse is different. So stay tuned, and the readings would be, I will be sharing with you when I start the readings as per Lagna, Ascendant, and Moon sign, etc. I will be sharing that also with you soon. So let me start sharing with you the screen. One sec, I hope it is sharing. All right. So as you can see, Ketu, I've made Ketu's presence in Libra sign in the first house. So it could be any house your Libra sign is, irrespective of that. What happens when Ketu is in Libra sign? All right. And there is no planet. I will start with that first. So suppose you have a Ketu transiting through. Now see, the thing is that when Ketu is in Libra sign, it impacts our relationships. We do feel that, things are not moving the way it should be. There can be, issues in relationship, or you have to revisit the relationship questions. You have to work on your relationships right now. And this will give you a lot of anxiety also, because it is in trine to the Lord of Libra, that is Venus. So this will give you some kind of restlessness also. You will start feeling detached from, because Moon is also there, Moon is also going to be, because Moon and Ketu combination will give you a lot of anxiety also. those anxiety pangs, you should actually, drink lots of water. That's a very important remedy. And in case you're feeling that you are just feeling isolated, no harm. Just spend some lone time and spend some kind of time reading books, learn your lessons, do something which actually, gives you that self-realization. Go on that trip. And this will actually help you and, understand the inner demons of yours. It's like, Ketu is what Ketu is, the planet which takes you away from the world. It detaches you. At the same time, it gives you exorbitantly also, exponential growth also, undoubtedly. So in Libra sign, you will now be able to understand the in-depth, deep-rooted negative energies that you carry. Now you will be able to uproot them and nip it in the bud if you are having any kind of negative energies, you're going through. So nip it in the bud. So that will actually, be a very positive energy that you will be going through if you do it right now. And also, it is said that whenever, it is Ketu, it is about rebalancing. Rebalancing doesn't only mean that, only karmic relationship or something. No. Rebalancing your body, your mind. So getting into any kind of rejuvenation activity, going to a retreat in the near future is also quite possible. And there can be that you will be facing the disconnect with the outside world also during this time. So don't worry about it, that why am I feeling so restless because because of my less interactions with people. And you will be, maybe it brings about some less interactions and also getting into the impulsive decision making also because of your anger, because of your irritability. So this can also bring about some past experiences coming into limelight. This can also bring about some very deep sources which are beyond comprehension, actually. Something to do with, some clearing your, inside the churning which is going on. So this is, I'm not saying that this is going to be a bad thing. It is going to be bringing about a lot of clarity to you as well. Okay, if you have Ketu in your Libra sign, wherever Libra sign is, but it is vacant, no other planet is there, it will give you some kind of, you will leave an impression on others, that impressionable character that you are. People will be like, that aura that builds, you will be having that aura, no planet in Libra. So this will give you that kind of energy also, that halo that, we see. So that kind of energy will be there around you, that aura building. And you will become very, what happens, you will start feeling, I suddenly, came to know, somebody told me today itself in the reading, that I was waiting for somebody and, from a long time, I have not met that person. And suddenly, that person also called me. That is telepathy. So this is the impact of the eclipse. Can you see? When you come across the person you have not met from a long time, you have been thinking about him, and that person also is thinking simultaneously. So that is telepathy. So you will have those kinds of experiences also during this time. And, you will be getting fascinated. What is happening? Suddenly, this happens, something mysterious, something very, something which is very different and hidden, maybe. It might just, that revelation will be there. Okay. So you have to control your psychic, abilities, use them towards positive. Okay. Use them towards positive. And don't befool yourself or others. Don't be fooled. Don't fool around. Because this is the sign of the outer world, basically. This is about harmony, people around you, anybody. So you have to maintain that cordiality, that balance when Ketu alone is there in the sign ruled by Venus in the Libra sign. All right. So coming to the next one, that is, we take up, let me start with Sun, I think. Okay. I have to write everything also. 1 second. So suppose there is a Sun here in Libra. So now first and the foremost thing is, let me write here also for the South Indian chart. Okay. Now Sun debilitates, you must understand, debilitates in the Libra sign. Okay. So this will give your personality trait, which is, going to be really changing now. You will be thinking about certain things which are, detaching you from the outside world now. You're going to be having issues with the government authorities. And there will be some, generally, I've seen that there is a lack of willpower. You want to do certain things, but you're not able to. You're not decisive. You can't make decisions. And this can bring about change in your career, change in your professional growth also right now. It can give you some issues with the authorities. It can make you disconnect with the father figure that you have in your life. So you have to be extra careful if you have a Sun in here. And you must also see that it is forming a 3-11 relationship with the lordship of Leo. So Leo and Libra. So this is not going to be that good a combination for maybe it will give you, it detaches you from ego. Your partner gets, detached from the ego clashes that you both are having amongst each other, though, because Ketu is headless, and head means ego. You have ego. So ego gets eradicated. As it is, Sun is in debilitation sign. So Ketu is also there, and Moon will also be there, of course. So mentally you feel that, it's not worth it. So you will try to, just weed away the bad things or the bad relationships from your life. And you will be having some significant changes in your career right now as well. You will be looking for solutions to the crisis you are entrapped in, and you will get them because it's in Vishakha Nakshatra after all. Okay. So this is definitely very positive time for you to understand yourself and come out of the negative energies of yours. Okay. So now we move on to the Moon here. Suppose you have a Moon in Libra already, and Ketu is there, and the eclipse is happening here. So this is all about churning of your emotions right now. You will be visiting and revisiting your past. You'll be thinking about your friends, your partner, your ex-partner, or maybe, you will be meeting your ex-partner also. Moon is food. Okay. So you might have some food, not poisoning, I will say, God forbid, but you might have some stomach related problems, and you can have some kind of irritability, or maybe eating wrong kinds of foods. So take care of all of that. And Moon is mind, emotions. So you will feel that you want to just isolate yourself emotionally from somebody, your relation, the people, children, something, to do with your getting away from your current situation. And you will be also getting your mother will be very spiritually inclined. Suddenly you will see, if your moon is there and there is an eclipse also happening there, so your emotional triggers happen during this time. Your mother's health, you have to take care. It can form some disruptions in your home front with your family members, so you have to restore that equilibrium now, okay, in case you don't have that. And in the physical sense also, you will feel that you are moving away from the family or people. Maybe you're going away, you're traveling. Moon is a traveler, so you might be just moving on your journey that you started, and you took a break, and now you're going back to the place where you have come from. And it is also quite possible that you're changing your place where you live, quite possible. But there will be some breakthroughs, some choices that you'll be getting. You will be actually getting into the root or the depth of everything, and now you'll be nourishing your personality, nourishing your family, nourishing your people, your relationship, and you will come out of the past connectivities also. So this is a very positive time for understanding the environment and the surroundings, and getting into the depth of your own emotional healing that is required. Okay. Moon is a healer also at the same time. Coming to the next one, okay, that is Mercury. You have Mercury in Libra sign. So I'm doing the planets in Libra sign. I've done already no planet in Libra sign, so please, you can watch that. So if you have a Mercury, Mercury is education. Mercury is the karaka for, or the significator for, speech, communication, business, trade, teaching. So all of that, and your skin also. We see from Mercury, the upper skin, the inside skin is seen from Saturn. So this will bring about, this eclipse will bring about some professional changes in your career right now. Something is coming your way, some changes, as in like you're going to be maybe if you are into coding and all, you will be writing a new code. You will be feeling that kind of energy where you are not able to do things right now. You're writing the code and you're not getting the answer. You have to recode, you have to write a new code, for example. Or you are going to be switching from the subject that you have chosen. You are going to be changing the subject. This eclipse time is going to be bringing about all of that. And this will also define your your own personality as to how you communicate with people. What is it that attracts others towards you? So that is also going to be getting clearer, and mentally you are going to be be little more logical now. How you communicate with others, that is something which this Ketu will restrict you from. You will not be blabbering unnecessarily. You will not be backbiting or gossiping. If you are, then you should not, with this kind of a combo right now. So you have to be little extra careful about how you can take up your communication to another level. And if at all you are into business, trade, investments, so this is not that good a period. At least till the 15th of May, do not get into too much of investments right now, and too much of decisions which are going to be taken and then you regret. So just lie low. Don't make any hasty decisions. Mercury is haste also. And this will also bring about, change or maybe travel. Mercury in Libra sign as it is the house of traveling. So you might be just thinking of going, joining some university, etc. also, if you have a Mercury here. So this is the inception point. You're thinking about choosing the branch, which branch you should take up, which subject you should take up, all of that you're going to be thinking about. Okay. So now what happens when Venus is there? Okay. Venus is the ruler of Libra sign. So when this eclipse happens in the Libra sign, it impacts the relationships the most. So you have to be very cautious that you don't, first of all, start any new relationship, and you should not at any cost go in for bigger investments or bigger financial, uh, financial, maybe some decisions that you were waiting for to be done. So you should avoid. This is something which is not going to be a very favorable period for you. But as far as your relationship is concerned, I'm worried about that more. It might bring about something from the past, and mudslinging happens, and you people just start getting um, the difference of opinion appears, and you just want to part ways. Quite possible that you separate, or you just are unable to sustain this eclipse. But remember, this is just an opportunity that you're getting also to isolate yourself or separate yourself physically for some time, for a few days, and then come back. After the eclipses get over, things start settling also. But you will be given that chance also, because it is in Vishakha Nakshatra. So don't think that you will not be able to come out of the situation also. This is a challenging situation, but at the same time, you will be getting that opportunity to be wise. That is why this is a forewarning. All the videos are forewarnings also simultaneously. So there can be some self-esteem issues also that you have to deal with. On the other hand, you could be very charged up, for a new relationship. You're looking out for a new relationship, or you're already in a, on that mode to bring about that partner in your life, and just get connected with that partner also. So new friendships or new business deals also can happen. You can be more creative. So when you isolate yourself, you become very imaginative, you become very creative. Even moon, if is there, you become very imaginative. Ketu is headless, so he looks up to whatever, he can, he looks up. And he's the roots also. Ketu is roots also, Mula. Okay. So you look for the roots, the root cause of a problem. So you will get that option to clear the problems that you're entrapped in also during this time. All right. So this is not a bad lunar eclipse, I'm sure. Okay, because you're getting an opportunity to make it better also. What if Mars is there? Mars Ketu combination, generally, I feel it's a very deadly combination. Why? Because both are fiery energies, and we say Kujvat Ketu. That means it's like a double Martian impact. So this brings about a lot of outbursts of emotions in your relationships with your siblings. Siblings might just part ways from you, break strings, and or maybe go overseas. That is also quite possible. And there can be a lot of see, this is a combination of accident and surgeries also. Ketu is something which gives you relief at the same time. When you cut something off, you get that relief. So Mars Ketu is surgery also. So whenever somebody asks whether I should go in for a surgery or not, I say if it is required, you should, because that will give you relief. So maybe this is the time when you will be heading to a surgical operation. Already, Ketu has been here from past more than 1 year. So this has given you maybe already a surgical, already surgical process, or you're going to be undergoing a surgery also. Quite possible. And this also brings about that argumentative view to the forefront. You will become very frustrated. You might just reach, this is an explosive combination, as I said, it's a fiery combination. And there is a Libra sign there, which is a sign of harmony, peace. So maybe your energy you can push to or divert to making the relationship rather than breaking or moving away from that relationship. So this is that kind of this kind of an opportunity which is getting triggered up also. So you will have a lot of physical vitality. So you should work out if you have the eclipses. So you should start working out from now. It's said that, after the full moon gets over, you can start workouts and you lose weight. Even after new moons, it's said that, you can, just start working out, especially after the full moon. Why? Because then it starts to reduce. Moon is water. So the water in your body, starts, the retention that water has, that starts depleting. So when you have this kind of a combination, you will start workouts and you will lose weight faster. And just don't have confrontations during this time, whatever the road rage or any kind of court cases, anything legal battles, anything to do with separative or agility or anger, frustration, all those things will build up. So you have to be very, very cautious. Read Hanuman Chalisa, recite Hanuman Chalisa, you will feel so much better. Okay, so this will help you actually come out of the issues that you're going through or the struggles that you're facing. Okay, coming to the next one, that is Jupiter. Now, Jupiter will be opposite Jupiter also for you. So that's good in a way, because now the energies are being tamed by the transit Jupiter also, whatever negative energies you have been going through. So now this is the time for good time for travels. You can start your journeys. You can start something new because Jupiter's nakshatra, this is happening already. So if you have your Jupiter in Chitra, Swati, Vishakha, either of these, so check the condition of Mars, check the condition of Rahu in your natal chart, and Vishakha is Jupiter as it is. So Jupiter is going to be giving you very good results right now. It is going to be like, starting something new and achieving those goals immediately. And it's a very good combination for spiritual practices, celebration at home, performing some rituals in case you're thinking of after the eclipses get over. And this is also the combination for, having some, good food items being cooked at home also. And you can serve your gurus. That's a very good remedy for you. If you can serve your gurus, meet your guru, learn something, learn some new lessons, join a course, astrology course, why not? So you can do all of that and come out of the issues that you have been facing. And this is also a very good combination for teachers. You will be better off if you keep teaching somebody, during this time. Just teach for free. That is a very good remedy for you. Okay. And Jupiter is actually the happiness quotient in you also. Happiness is that you're satisfied, you're content, not the Venus happiness. Venus happiness is you want more of material growth. But Jupiter wants knowledge and he's content with whatever he has, wisdom. So with this kind of a combination, it's very good if you visit some religious place or serve in the religious place. So that will give you that happiness, will give you that satisfaction. Teaching, school, okay? So this is something which is not going to be impacting that greatly or that grave. It's a good combination which is happening because Ketu is a slave or serves Jupiter. So they are sort of, good. That's a good combination in the chart. And it said that, if you're born with this kind of a combination with Ketu already there in Libra and Jupiter also there. So the vicinity you're born in, you have a religious place nearby. Okay. Coming to the Saturn here. You have a Saturn here in the Libra sign. So for this kind of a combination, this brings about changes now. Changes in your career, changes in your profession, and you are going to be uplifting or upgrading yourself now. Yourself in how you can improve on your karma, how you can work through your karma and, just move towards the moksha and emancipation whenever the eclipses take place here in your Libra sign, and you have a Saturn there already. So Saturn is like, Saturn in Libra is exalted, and Saturn in Libra is also Digbali, if at all it is in the 7th house for you. Otherwise, it is, even if Libra sign is anywhere, Saturn is very happy here, undoubtedly. So when Saturn is with Ketu, you actually have the opportunity to access or understand what is it that, you should be actually doing, which gives you soul satisfaction. What is it that you should be adopting at the place of work? What kind of job you should be adopting now? This also breaks the job, or breaks away from, or weeds away the negatives at the workplace also. Quite possible that you will get rid of the negative influences in the office or at the place of work where you are. And this gives you a lot of responsibilities also at the same time, new responsibilities. And there will be subtle shifts now. You will be feeling that there are some plans which are working out now. After some time, you will feel that thankfully this combination that happened led to ultimately positive for me, favorable for me. Right now, you will feel very uncomfortable though, but don't worry, things are going to get better ultimately after the eclipse gets over. So this might become the foundation for a good period ahead, and you will feel the difference after some time for sure. So don't give up. This might be a very frustrating and a tough phase. You might feel, why all this is getting delayed? I'm just trying to put in so much of effort. I'm just trying to give in the best, but still nothing is working my way. So all that is when, the eclipses are in and around. So you feel very uncomfortable here. And you should actually serve the helpers. If you help the helpers, or, serve them, bring them home, feed them food, give them food for free. So this will minimize the impact. You can do it after the eclipse also, no harm. You can do it anytime you wish to. Okay. And now you will be, getting into the depth of everything. That superficiality, no, that's not going to. Ketu is the roots actually. So now you will be getting into, and Vishakha will give you options. So you will get into the depth of everything. Oh, I don't have that kind of knowledge. I must upgrade myself. You will suddenly come up with some new courses. You will, start joining somewhere where you learn more. Okay, so that's quite possible with this kind of a combination. And hello to everyone whosoever is watching me live. Thank you so much for making time for me. So you will now recognize your responsibilities, your duties, and you will do really well now. Okay. What if there is a Rahu here in the Libra sign already? Okay. Very strange, isn't it? Because this is an inverse return for you. Whenever there is an inverse return, so just understand that this is like a culmination time. Rahu with Ketu, Ketu with Rahu, like over Rahu. Now, Ketu is over your Rahu, and Rahu is over your Ketu. So now this is the time when you will be materially inclined as well as spiritually inclined also. You will suddenly feel that there is a tug of war suddenly going on. So this will complete you. It's not that there is an extreme case now. It is like a culmination time. You will be balancing everything in life. You want to do things, achieve goals, bigger goals you have set. Now suddenly you will start feeling after the eclipses get over that, yes, I must, because it's in Vishakha Nakshatra. Now you will be getting into the zone where you will be having any which ways the duality attached to whatever you're doing. So duality means that you will be maybe joining an NGO, joining in a hospital, or to serve others, to help others. And at the same time, you will be getting promoted at the workplace also. So you're growing materially also. Simultaneously, this is happening because you're going to be doing for others also, and you're going to be paid off. So you're actually quitting your karma now. In relationship, in finance, in business, trade, you're going to be actually flourishing now. But don't forget the roots. You should stick to the roots. Ketu will not let you unless you finish everything, and then Ketu says, okay, go, I leave you. That's how Rahu is the mouth and Ketu is the exit. Okay, clearing the whole system. Ketu clears the whole system. So you can imagine both are so important. One brings you to the world, the other one takes you away from the world. So when these kind of two energies are there, so you're getting that opportunity to complete everything and satiate everything now. Okay, so don't worry, you are going to be in that space where you will be getting all those chances also. So do for others, balance things out. Okay? Whatever you have, I'm not saying that give it all away, but yes, at least 1% of your income you should actually do for others. Okay, that's what we have learned from our parents. I'm reading the chat also simultaneously. There are beautiful messages that I'm getting, so I'm just trying to go through the messages also. No, I will not be doing the outer planets. I'll be just doing till Ketu. And there is a possibility of, this is a genius kind of a combination also. You will be having a lot of desire to, acquire more knowledge. Suddenly you will feel that, no, I want to do more. You really want that expansive energy, explosive energy happens. So just don't lose your cool. Don't lose that gravity, that ego that you're carrying, big bloated ego. Don't. Okay. Coming to the last one, that is Ketu. So what happens when it is Ketu here and there's an eclipse? Ketu returns. So this is like, that in the movies we have seen, no, there are Khiladi returns and all that, right? Yeah. So it's like the Khiladi is back. So Ketu over Ketu will give you a lot of desire to isolate yourself and understand yourself better. What is it that, is the actuality, the reality of life? So this eclipse is going to show you that. And whenever Ketu comes back to the same spot where it was, now is the time to reflect. You have to understand the deeper meaning about life. What is it that you have missed out on? It's about past life. You will become very creative. You will isolate yourself in imagination. Your imagination will go beyond bounds. You will be thinking about very different things. You'll be like, which nobody has heard of also. So you're going to be in that zone where you learn more. Ketu teaches you a lot. Okay. It's not a good combination to lose your cool. You become very violent, aggressive. And this is a very deadly combination. It's a very explosive energy for accident. Also, you're accident prone. It can break you away from your relationship. It's a good combination for spiritual growth, although you might not be inclined to, because it's in Libra sign after all. So you will be contemplating on things which can actually keep you in the relationship or in the realms where you are not breaking away from people. Okay, so this is a good combination for a couple of things, and not so good for a few things. So you have to balance now between the social and the isolation, realms. So you have to be socializing to a certain extent. At the same time, you will be feeling that you need that space. So this is going to be giving you that kind of time also to think about yourself, get back to the roots and think about that. Creativity, of course, is going to be the key to your success. Some artistic bent of mind, pick up some interest that you have, hobby, and pursue it. It will help you. Okay. And what else I had to tell you was realization, self-realization. This is the time for self-realization also. Okay. And do not just expect anything from your relationship. This will give you setbacks or disappointment. Okay. So this is it, I think, for the... Now let me just see what can I do about the... One sec. All right. So let me start with the predictive. Maybe one sec. Let me start sharing. These are live sessions, so just pardon me for the delays and the lags. So let me start with the predictive. Okay. So now what is this prediction based on? It is based on ascendant, moon, and Dasha sign wise predictions. Okay. So what exactly does this mean? That wherever your planet is, okay, wherever your planet, the Dasha Lord is, make that your first house. Suppose you have, you are in the Dasha of Saturn. Saturn is in Sagittarius. So make Sagittarius your first house. So go to the Antardasha because it's a long Dasha. So make Saturn Antardasha Lord. Suppose it's Venus. So make Venus your first house Lord. Make Venus your first house. Sagittarius, suppose Venus is also in Sagittarius. So make Sagittarius your first house, or it's in Capricorn. So make Capricorn your first house and see how it is going to be impacting you. Okay. So let's start with the Aries people. For Aries, this eclipse is in your 7th house. So this is definitely going to be giving you some kind of changes in case you're thinking of some travels, journeys you can take up after the eclipse gets over. You will be getting all those chances also right now. And there can be that you are going to be meeting the potential partner after this gets over, because Venus is the ruler and Venus is in trine to this. You might find a matured and a sensible partner. You might meet more people now and from the past. Maybe somebody, you have been thinking of suddenly appears, the telepathy thing, that happens. So that is something which, will give you a lot of maybe anxiety, or you might feel a little uncomfortable because of that also. But at the same time, this is going to be like quitting your karma with that person. So it's very, very positive for you also. So when you quit your karma, it's better. Get rid of your baggages, right? It's in Vishakha, so you will get many options also. Maybe you have to purchase property, you have to go ahead with the change of job, change of place where you are. So all of that is coming your way. So it's opportunity time. More opportunities will open after the full moon and the eclipses. It's said that, you open up and you get involved in the bigger things now. So this is going to be an opportunity time. And you should just contemplate, isolate yourself for some time and calm down and keep some rice by your bedside in the night. And on the next day, just donate it. This is the remedy for one and all. Everybody should do this remedy. I will be sharing in all the signs also. And of course, Venus is in a good place right now. So don't worry about it. It's definitely going to be a helpful transit for you. Coming to the next one, that is Taurus. So for Taurus natives, this transit, okay, one second. Sorry, I forgot to change it. So for Taurus natives, this transit, the eclipse is happening over your 12th house. The 6-12 axis, that is in the 6th house. So this is the time for healing yourself. Ketu is the planet of detachment. So you have to understand about your work better. You are going to be loaded with work right now and you're not having any interest. At the place of work also, you're having some kind of communication gap right now. Somebody is in the hospital, you're feeling quite uneasy. You have to change the line of treatment. So all of that is coming through. And eclipses are all emotional game plans. Remember, it's a divine plan, yet it is going to be a reminder call for you that you have to really work on yourself. So take care of your health, look after your food diets, look into what you're eating, because moon is food and the eclipse happens with Ketu. So this is definitely the time you have to keep a constant check on your health, on your diet, on your fitness. And this will be a very good time for, starting a new job also, in case you're thinking of. Saturn is already in the trine and Venus is also in the trine. So this is like Venus is hemmed between Ketu and Saturn also, in between, right? So it is actually the Venus which is holding on to these planets. So you're getting opportunities for sure after the eclipses get over. And Jupiter's ruler, Vishakha's ruler is Jupiter, which is right there opposite. So you're definitely planning to move away from where you are right now to a foreign land also. Good timing, actually. But do everything after the eclipse gets over. And also keep some rice or milk by your bedside during the eclipse time while sleeping. And in the morning, when the eclipse gets over, then just donate it to somebody who's needy. Okay. Coming to the next sign, that is Gemini. So for Gemini natives, this eclipse is happening over your 5th house. Okay. So 5th house is the house of children. You might be getting detached, or children are the concern areas of life, right now. They maybe, they are just they need attention, or maybe they are just moving away from you to the university. You're planning everything, so all of that is going to start after this. But during the eclipse time, it's the best that you lie low. Don't make any major decisions, don't plan anything big, because it's said that things fall apart. Don't share your plans with anybody. People might just it said that when you speak, that gets burnt, the thing that you are planning, that gets finished. So you have to be careful about all that as well. And it is a very important time for your religious path that you are opting for, planning journeys, going to religious places, all of that. And you are going to be actually getting into a relationship also very soon. The moment these eclipses get over, you might just be meeting the potential partner also, quite possible. And then coming to the next one, that is Cancer. So for Cancer natives, this is happening in your 4th house. So 4th house means that there is a lot of commotion at the work front as well as home front. You're having lots to do, and there is a possibility of selling off your property right now. You have to drive very carefully, and mother's health you have to take care of. During the eclipses, it's said that sun and moon, so father and mother, their health suffers, or there is some complications with them. You come up with some difference of opinion also during this time. But at the same time, it is a very good time for moving overseas. It is the detaching energy, 4th house. So maybe you're planning your journeys, travels. 4th house is afflicted because of the Rahu Ketu axis also. So you're changing your place where you live. You're selling your property and buying somewhere else is also quite likely. And maybe, somebody from the past comes and spoils things, or, you feel very uneasy. That is also quite possible. You get some news which is not that comfortable, that gives you soothing energies. It's the opposite. And also there is a possibility that, when Ketu is in the 4th house, this gives makes you suddenly, get involved in spiritual subjects. You start reading some scriptures, you start reading some new things different than the league. So that's also a, uh, an opportunity that you're getting with this Ketu and Moon combination in your fourth house. Okay, eat right. Okay, during the eclipses, you should not eat much, light, very light, and keep some rice by your bedside or milk by your bedside, because you're, as it is the luminary, moon, ruled by moon. Cancer sign is ruled by moon and Leo by sun. So you people especially should be doing this remedy. Keep some rice by your bedside in the morning, give it away to the needy. Okay, coming to the next one, which is Leo. So for Leo also, this is going to be a very important time, because Leo and Cancer natives only, they feel the maximum because of the eclipses they get, because they don't rule two houses. They rule just single houses, and they are the ones, who have the big bloated ego. They think that, they are the ones who, are well lit always. So that sheen actually disappears. So sun has already got eclipsed, and now it's the turn of moon. So the moon is getting eclipsed in your third house. So your communication, you have to be taking care of your communication, how your relationship is with your siblings. Your siblings might be moving away from you to the US, or I mean to the, to overseas. Because for me, US is overseas, so maybe for US people it is India, or towards anywhere apart from US is overseas for them. So this is the time when you will be making certain decisions related to your travels, and maybe you will have difficulty in sorting out things with your siblings or neighbors, or you have some kind of irritability because of them also. The best thing is to isolate yourself from the negatives right now. Just lie low. That's something which will give you some some clarity also about your future. And there is a possibility that you spend a lot of money on your travels also, quite possible. Okay, connect with your guru, connect with somebody who can teach you, who can make you learn about things. And see, eclipses times are reminder calls. Okay, so stick to your roots, never leave your roots, whatever you do. Okay, never forget your past. That's something people say, that you should forget your past. You, any which ways you will. Memory loss happens with everybody with age. You will start, you don't remember your childhood, when you were a toddler, how you used to walk, what you used to speak, how you grew up. Nobody remembers. Neither will we remember. We are forgetting, as we are aging. So how can we forget the past? We cannot forget the past. We cannot push ourselves to forget the past. Okay, but it happens automatically. So stick to your roots, learn from your past. Whatever has happened, whosoever has taught you, thank them. Okay, communicate with people who have actually helped you out. Keep some rice by your bedside in the night, and in the morning give it away. Rice, sugar, milk, whatever, or all three. It's up to you. Raw rice. Okay, just keep it by your bedside, little bit in the bowl, and then in the morning just donate it to somebody. Okay. Anybody. Coming to the next sign, that is Virgo. So for Virgo people, this eclipse is happening in your second house. Okay, now second house is the place where moon exalts actually. Why moon exalts there in the second house? Because moon is food. Okay, now Ketu is the outlet of food. Now, when moon and Ketu are together, you have to be really cautious about what you eat, what you speak during the eclipses time, especially. So this is the time when you will be, you will have the urge to eat more, speak more. But with Ketu energy, you have to tame those energies. You have to be cautious about what you say. Otherwise, it is going to be a backlash, and people are going to be like, it might just backfire, and you might just have some complications in your relationships because of that. You will lose out on relationship because of that. So be careful about all of that, all of those energies, and do not pick up any kind of argument also during this time, lie low, and don't invest anywhere where you feel that at least for a week time, just control yourself, keep a check on your investments also, because 11th lord is also in your second house. Quite possible that you're going to be making money also during this time, good amount of money also during this time. Okay. And Mercury is retrograde any which ways. You have to be very cautious because Mercury is your Lagnesh and it's in the 8th house in retrogression. So let Mercury go direct. Then you can go ahead with your change of job or investments, whatever you want to plan, you can. Okay. Coming to the next sign, that is Libra. So for Libra, of course, this is a very important one and a very crucial one also because it's happening over your first house. Now, this is the one energy that, will give you a lot of happened here. Okay, sorry. I was just moving forward. Okay. So sorry for this. Okay. When this moon and Ketu combination happens over your first house, there will be a lot of confusion about whatever you're doing, or you might just want clarity now. You have been struggling any which ways with Ketu there, from a long time, Rahu in the 7th house. You're struggling with your partner. The partner has become very, very demanding. People around you are expecting a lot from you. You're very professional. You're very particular about things. And now you have to prove yourself every time. And this is the time when, you will have a lot of anxiety also. Ketu and moon combination gives that. And to top it all, it's an eclipse time. So you have to be keeping a constant check on your anxiety pangs that you're getting. Because, if you lose your cool, your composure, then this Ketu energy is going to be actually sucking you in. So you have to really keep a check, stay calm, have lots of water, drink lots of water, have green vegetables, eat light, very light, salads and all. You can have salads. Okay. So this is also, going to be giving you a lot of energy to contemplate on things, that from the past, how you did all of that. You wasted so much time. You're going to be thinking, those thoughts are also running in your head. Oh, I should have done that. Why I didn't do it. See, they are the reminder calls. Remember, lunar eclipse, solar eclipse, they are the reminder calls. And they happen always, in twos and right opposite each other. Sun and moon are together, sun and moon are opposite each other. That's where the eclipses will happen in Rahu Ketu axis. So now you're going to be getting into that guilt trip also. Why I didn't do it? Why did I hurt that person? Oh, I was thinking of that person and that person appeared. Telepathy. That can also happen with you. But do not at any cost let any outsider or the outside world, bring you down, pull you down. Don't let that happen. Okay. So you can become very imaginative, poetic, sob, emotional, all of that can also happen. Drive safely. Any kind of surgical operation surgery you are heading to, do it after the eclipse gets over. Please avoid, especially, in this area, head region, a little bit of face region also. Okay. Take care. Coming to the next sign, that is Scorpio. So for Scorpio natives, the eclipse is happening in your 12th house, the house of expenses. Okay, the house of loss, the house of moksha, emancipation, hospital. So now you might be spending a lot on the hospital, maybe. Somebody is in the hospital, you're going to be spending. You're going to be in isolation. See, you yourself can be in the hospital. So you have to take care of your health. It is also bringing the actual you, from within. Now is the time you're going to be very much connected with yourself. Eclipses are those kinds of energies where you learn Learn from yourself. Okay, I'm like this person, or I'm like that person, or I am actually feeling these kind of energies now. You're actually very receptive, and you're working on yourself to grow. So this is the time when you will be having a lot of issues to clear. Harmony, equilibrium, they are the keywords for you. So maintain that rather than moving away from people. Get into that zone where you treat others, heal others, maybe by your speech, by connecting with them, or just learning more about yourself and others. So that'll help others also. Keep a little bit of rice by your bedside in the night, and in the morning, just donate it. Rice, milk, sugar, up to you. Anything. Because Venus is sign also, not so sugar. So that's something that you can do. Eat right kind of food. Have maybe, water, liquids more. Okay. So just take care and everything will be fine. Everything will get sorted. Mars is also, in trine to Ketu. Saturn is also there. So take care of your health. Take care while going in for driving, and any kind of surgery that you have to go for, just do it after the eclipses get over. That is after the 6th. Any day after the 6th is good. Muhurta reading is different. So I don't go without the Muhurta. My readings are also with Muhurta only. I don't do the readings otherwise. So yeah, I don't do readings every day, but yeah, I do it as per the Muhurta only. So you can book a reading with me anytime in June 3rd week, I think. Yeah. So you can book a reading and you can just go to our website, VLastrology.com. You'll get to know. For Sagittarius natives, this transit, or we can say the eclipse, is happening in your 11th house because moon is with Ketu. Wherever moon is, that is the eclipse. That nakshatra also, Vishakha Nakshatra. So this is a very good time for, getting discharged from the hospital, because this is the 12th house from the 12th. So this is a good time for saving, good time to understand where you should invest, what you should do, what community you should move around in, what kind of friends you should be involved with. So the 11th house significations will be actually, overpowering right now. So you have a lot of desires, but Ketu will tame those desires also with this eclipse. So after the eclipse, you will shine. You will actually have that sheen on your face, in your life, in your all spheres of life, because you are now getting out of the negatives. You're getting the clarity. You're growing. So this is good for a new assignment, good for overseas journeys. Also, getting married, after the eclipses get over, finding a potential partner, or maybe you will get clarity about, the relationship you're involved in. You will get that clarity. You don't want this relationship. Sorry, I don't want to be with this person. I think I should say a no. So all of that is going to be working. Take some rice, a bowl of rice, and keep them by your bedside when you're sleeping in the night on the 5th, and on the 6th morning, just donate it. Okay? Donate those rice, sugar, milk, whatever. Okay. It said that you should make kheer and keep it on the full moon night, but that's okay. You can simply just keep all 3 and then donate it in the morning. Okay. Coming to the next sign, that is Capricorn. So for Capricorn natives, you have to be really cautious at the place of work, because this is the detaching energy, which is like losing interest at the place of work. You're not feeling up to it. You feel that, why am I doing this job? Really? It's like that. But don't worry, things are going to get better, because you do have all the time to yourself to understand, get into the depth of it, how you can balance things out now at the place of work. The karma, basically, you have to quit your karma. So this is the opportunity that you're getting to understand yourself and the karma that you have to perform. And there is a possibility of new people getting connected with you, and some new projects also coming through and coming your way. Maybe you are going to be going in for some health checkups also. Okay. So do it only after the eclipses get over. You'll be getting the right kind of diagnosis, right kind of treatment, right kind of people to the right kind of doctors also. So this is a good time for getting into all of that during this time, because Venus is in the 6th house. Okay, coming to the next one. Before I go to the next one, sorry, for Capricorn, I would just request you to keep a small bowl full of rice or sugar or milk by your bedside on the 5th night, and before the eclipse starts, actually, just see which time zone you're in. I've given the time in the beginning part, so just hear it out. So just keep a little bit of rice, by your bedside, and in the morning on the 6th, just donate it. Donate it to people you feel are in need. Okay. Or keep collecting. You can give them later also if you can't do it in one go. Coming to the next sign, that is Aquarius. So for Aquarius natives, this transit of moon eclipse is happening in your 9th house. So connect with your father, with your guru, go for a religious ceremony, go for a religious, visit a religious place after the eclipse gets over. Because, you have to get that kind of clarity also. So you get that clarity only after the eclipse gets over. So maybe on the 6th or the 7th, you have to travel, you can. Join a religious institution, join your university. This is the time you will be actually changing your learning process. Your thought process is changing after this eclipse gets over. Mercury is going to turn direct on the 15th, and you will find a lot of changes in your children, a lot of changes in your chemistry and bonding with your partner, your romantic partner. You will start going in for the investments after some time, for sure. Major investments you'll be starting to do. And this is also bringing about the clarity about what exactly are you? What is the gravity? What is the depth? How much potential do you have? So this is the time to understand yourself. How much potential do you have? Do you really worth it? Is it really worth it? Are you really deserving? So all of that is going to get active also. Okay. So coming to the, going to the last sign, but before that, just do the rice, sugar, milk. This you should do any which ways on the new moon time, but you should do this. Keep it during the eclipse time. Just keep that bowl by your bedside. And in the morning of the 6th, just donate it to somebody who needs it. Okay. Coming to the last sign, that is Pisces. So for Pisces natives, Ketu and moon combination eclipse is happening in your 8 and 2 axis, or 2-8 axis, as we say. Now here, Ketu is going to be in Swati, but moon is in Vishakha. So this is the time, because moon has just crossed Ketu. So you will get a lot of opportunity to learn your lessons, mantra siddhi also, investments also. You're going to be thinking about growth. You're thinking about how you can be a better human being yourself, how you can be more spiritually inclined, how you can manage the other people's money right now. It is like a new cycle which is beginning. This is the 8th house, house of death. Why? Because all the signs before that are the invisible half. So now you're going to rise and shine because you're moving towards the visibility. So now is the time when moon is going to be in the visible half after the eclipse gets over. So this is a very good opportunity that you're getting to rise and shine. Okay. You will be getting all sorts of accolades. You'll be getting acknowledgements. You will feel very good about it. Though it is the Dusthana minus plus. So negative planet here is also like a positive graha. So you will get more spiritually inclined. Okay. And if at all you feel that people are not supportive of you, so just don't communicate everything to them. Like whatever you're going through, whatever you have, the plans that you have, just keep it to yourself. That's the best remedy for you also. Don't show your cards, as we say. Okay. So I've written for that reason only, for as per what this reading is. So have a rice put near your bedside. As I'm telling all the signs, keep some rice or sugar or milk by your bedside, and then you can just simply donate it in the morning. And also, eclipses are reminder calls. Don't dread eclipses, I request you all, because then, if you dread eclipses, then, these uh, the ones who are the touts, I would say, they will win, and we should not let them win. The ones who inculcate fear. If a transit is favorable, it is favorable. If it is not, I will say it. No, it is not favorable. For all the signs, that's why I make the videos, to tell you that each and every transit is different, because the planets are moving every day. They're forming a connection with the planets differently. So no day is the same, no transit is the same, and no event takes place on the very same day of the transit also, remember. Plus minus 1 month, we will feel the results, especially after the eclipses get over. You'll feel the results even more. And it's said that you should never do any auspicious tasks before the eclipses also. It might just bring about some complications here and there. Or maybe you have to redo the thing. And Vishakha is the Akrant Nakshatra, not to pick and choose for at least 3 months for doing any auspicious tasks. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great, great Chandra Grahan. Stay calm, stay happy, stay blessed, and stay healthy. Om Tat Sat.